Hello everyone, welcome to Insight. I'm your host John Maora and I trust you had a nice week. Now, the issue of two-third gender principle is back in the headlines. This time, women are threatening to do a 1 million woman march to occupy parliament. And why? Because Samuel Chepkonga has brought a bill in parliament that is suggesting that the third gender principle be attained progressively. But women do not want to buy anything out of that. Instead, they want to have as many women in parliament as possible. And one suggestion they have is that every county be given 2 women representatives. And in studio, I'm joined by Tabitha Mutero, the NARC Kenya women leader for Nairobi County, and also the deputy chairperson for NARC Kenya Women, and that is none other than Tabitha Mutero. Welcome to our studios.
Thank you.
Tabitha, as much as we have gone around issues of gender principle, it seems we don't have an end to this matter. Do you see any end anytime soon?
Actually, this is a very sensitive matter, and I believe the author of the problem is the government itself, because we had Supreme ruling on December 2012,
yes,
and they were supposed to take this bill to Parliament and find ways of implementing it. But surprisingly, up to now, we are approaching the deadline, which is August 27, 2015. We wonder what they have been doing. We wonder what they have been thinking. And for us, women fraternity in Kenya, we think this is just one of the tactics to put women off and to put women away to get what is rightfully theirs. Because as you realize, women are equal managers just like men. And actually, I think women are the best. They are the best managers. A very good example is how they run their homes. They give birth, they cook, they wash, they fetch firewood. Even nowadays, they are the blood earners. So I don't see the reason why government should really stay and hold this bill back.
According to Chepkonga and those subscribing to his school of thought, his suggestion or his bill is the best idea we can, or the remedial measure we can have right now, because we can only attain that principle progressively. Because if we happen to do anything drastic right now, what could that be, according to you?
What I want to remind Chepkonga and everybody, this is about the Constitution. There is nothing else. There is no personal views or suggestions, because the Constitution is very clear at Article 90. It really states that a third must be women. So actually, women are not begging. They are not even soothing anybody. It is a matter of reading the Constitution and understanding and knowing what it says. So there is no way we will postpone this. There were the people who were saying, when we were saying no to the new Constitution, they were saying it loudest. Yes. So let us follow the Constitution. And there are so many people, women of Kenya have really fought for this. They have really fought for women to be where they are today. And that's why you see a woman like me coming up.
The Speaker of the National Assembly is proposing that you be given 100 affirmative action slots, and instead we do away with 47 county representatives. But again, the same you women are opposing that. Whereas that is going to bring about 46 or so more women into parliament than we have at the moment.
I want to give everybody the reason why we are opposing it. First of all, the Speaker is the wrong person to be suggesting and talking. He is the judge in parliament. Yes. He should be neutral.
But if the lawyers can't bring the issue, the judge then have to bring an issue to could quell the situation in the present state.
They have been, these issues have been brought. Yes. Opposition has been there. Yes. They have been taking these issues. We have women caucus in parliament. Actually, they have been fighting and pressing for it. For example, we have the vice chair of the legal committee of parliament. Yes. Honorable Priscilla. She has been there, but you find that she is also intimidated. She cannot be able even to talk loudly and warn other women what is coming and what is on the way. So I think this is just a delaying tactic, and in fact, I just beg Honorable Speaker to be neutral. And actually, I don't know how he is going to get the judgment if he is siding with Chepkonga. He wants everybody to be Chepkonga.
He might be wrong in making a sided assumption, but do you think his suggestion is right or not right?
His suggestion is not right. With us, women caucus, what do we think? We are even comfortable with 195 seats which were there before. But the formula of how to get there, that is the problem. This needs political goodwill. Because if there is political goodwill, it means men themselves will support women to run their machinani. But since there is no political goodwill, you find that women will always continue to be intimidated. Women are not strong financially like men. But if there is a political goodwill, these seats can be rotational. And then a solution is found. For example, like in Kasarani, this time we have a male MP. Then the next general election, let us have a woman MP. Let it rotate everywhere. So it means that some constituencies, we will having women vying for those seats without even being helped. Because women are capable. They can also fight it out. Yeah? And I think that will be the best solution. And we will not even burden the taxpayers. But now there is no political goodwill. Even the political parties themselves, most of them don't support women. You get that women are short-changed. That is the position.
So you believe that for us to acquire, to achieve the two-third gender principle, the only way we can do it is through rotational method?
Through rotational method, that is the best. Because men will not feel that we are being given just a bread on a silver plate. Because we also go there and fight it out. But it has to be specified that now this time, this constituency, we will have a woman member of parliament. So there are women vying for that. Next time like that. So it
has that been tested and tried elsewhere?
There?
Has it been tested and tried elsewhere?
We have suggested all that through.
No, I'm asking, in any other country, has any other country adopted such a mode of...
We have other countries like Bosnia. They have really done that, and they have really succeeded. So they don't have this problem of a third or gender problem. So that's why I'm saying it's only political will.
Tabitha, I would want to ask, the issues of political goodwill, is it political goodwill for men or from women? Because the understanding here is women are the majority in Kenya.
Yes.
Then why is it whenever a woman vies from an elective position, even women themselves give their votes to men? Who is not, playing the political goodwill game here? Is it the women or the men?
Sincerely speaking, the point of political goodwills will be handled by both men and women.
Yes.
But there is only one problem.
Yes.
We are African. And also, biblically, and even in the Holy Quran, these things are there.
Yes.
Men are always superior than women. But they are not the best managers like women. That is the only difference. In politics and in this country, we don't need superiority. We need good management. Good management of resources.
Yes.
Good management of our country.
Yes.
Good management of our children and youth. So this is a matter of everybody understanding and educating everybody the importance of being good managers of our resources, being good managers of our country. Tabitha,
when you talk of us being in Africa, I was looking at the statistics a while ago, and in the UK, the number of women in the House of Commons is only 22%. In the Congress in the US, there's only 33%. So they have not, we are talking about very old democracies. The US is more than 300 years old.
Yeah.
So Kenya is just 50 years old, and we have better numbers than the US. Don't you think we are almost there? It's not that this can be done progressively?
I want to remind you one thing. 22% is only in the parliament, in the House of Commons.
Yes.
But if you go to other appointments, to other areas, to other government arms, actually just we have done research, and you get that women are the majority. That's why you don't find them fighting or complaining.
Yes.
So I think the same thing should apply here. But in Africa, it is totally different. Because when you feel that you have given a woman a very sensitive docket, it's like people are not comfortable.
Yes.
For example, Honorable Mother Karua stood for presidency.
Yes.
But Kenyans felt that no, we cannot be ruled by women. Even others called our names and said, we cannot bring that rule of Wango Makeri back. But actually, if you sit and look properly, Mother is a very good manager. And she could be in a very better position to manage this country without fear or favor. And women are like that because always they look what is best for their children. So once you put a woman in that seat, she will always look what is best for her constituents, what is best for her country.
In the event that Parliament does not meet the requirement of the court in August 27th this year, what is the most possible scenario to happen?
I can assure you, this time round, the most possible scenario to happen, if they are not going to meet that, women will also go for Okoa women of Kenya referendum.
Yes.
Because we must Okoa them. We must Okoa the constitution, because it's like we are strangling our constitution, which is very clear and well articulated.
And in the event that they meet the deadline and they say then we are going to implement this, Parliament itself will not have attained the 2/3 gender principle. So can someone go to court and say dissolve Parliament because it does not meet the requirements of the Constitution?
Somebody can go to court, but what you were trying to do the other day when you saw us on the streets of Nairobi, we were trying to tell our honorable AG to take his step, tell the executive arms to call back the Parliament so that they should not go for a recess, actually. They should go back, sit down, because we are fighting against it. If they really have interest of this country, if they really have interest of women of this country, if they really have interest of youth and men of this country, they should go back. They should not go to recess. They should go back, sit down, try and fight against time. Instead of us using resources going to courts, using resources demonstrating, why don't they do a very honorable thing and go back? And I think that's what...
But I think that is a weakness that has been brought about by women in Parliament. Because when the Speaker was speaking in South Africa, he said that women are very slow in bringing about bills in Parliament or contributing to motions in Parliament. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that. For example, I can tell you for sure, somebody like Honorable Miri Odhiambo, several times she has written bills. She has been taking them, but they have been thrown out. Maybe a technical knockout, maybe just because she's a woman. Other women have tried too. Nobody is giving them a hearing, a listening ear. So I think this problem is there. Somebody somewhere wanted to overpower women. Somebody somewhere wanted to overlook women. But there are so many ways of catching a rat. If I cannot poison it, I can use a stick and kill it. So if the Parliament is not going to help women of Kenya, we will always use other means, and we will get there. Even if it means we go for a referendum now, saying Okoa women of Kenya, we will also go to Okoa women of Kenya, and it will be done. Because this is a democratic country. We also have democratic rights. And we are Kenyans, we are equal partners. So nobody should overlook women.
Tabitha, in the event that we have women in numbers, but they're not capable, and we have men who are capable, should we just overlook the issue of ability and just put in women because we want to meet the numbers?
What I can tell you for sure, it's not only women who go there and they are not capable. For example, if you look now at the current Parliament, there are so many new faces of men. We have never seen them talking, even raising a point, even standing on a point of order. You have never seen them do that. So this is not just a matter of women. It's only that our leaders who go there, most of them go there with the waves. You leave the right leaders out. So they just go there for money. And this includes both men and women who are in Parliament. And actually those who we see contributing, most of them, they are those who have been there. Otherwise, all the rest who came the other day, they are just quiet. They are not serving the Mwananchi of Kenya. They are not serving, they are not delivering to Wajiko. They are just quiet, getting money, getting allowances and going home. That is the weakness. And I think Kenyans are clever now, and they are putting them on higher alert. You just wait 2017, you will see.
Do you think really Wanjiku is clever, or he's dancing to the tune of politicians? Because over and over, we have always talked about Wanjiku being clever, Wanjiku learning from people, Wanjiku doing 1, 2, 3. But we have not done enough, or politicians and people like yourself have not done enough sensitization to make sure that Kenyans really understand why it is important to have a woman in a position of power. Because had they known that, then we wouldn't have so many men in Parliament and a very few of them in Parliament. Because even if the 47 counties men were to contest, it is very evident that not even a single woman would have gone to parliament as a woman, as a county rep, because we have the senators. How many are they? 47. Not even a single woman was elected. We have governors, 47 of them. Not even a single woman was elected. So the same would have played out in the issue when it came to women representation or to representation of counties in the National Assembly.
I agree with you totally. This weakness is within everybody, and everybody is responsible. For example, our religious groups, our churches, our mosque, and all the others,
yes,
they are supposed to be teaching in their religion the importance of a woman, the importance of leadership of our women. Also, the IEBC, they should also have those sensitization forums.
yes.
Eh? Why do we need these women? Why should they be leaders? Actually, I just congratulate CMD and ESA, because they have been the champion trying to educate our women, trying to educate our people, the importance of gender, how we should coexist, how we should live together. So I agree with you totally that somewhere, someplace, everybody has failed because we don't teach our people the importance of leadership of our women. And actually, if everybody is educated and well informed, I think that will be the solution. But for now, we are not looking for solution of how to, because you cannot educate them at that very short time. But it should start now. But also, Chepkonga bill should be thrown out now. Actually, he should withdraw and follow the constitution.
What you want is a complete removal of the bill, not amendment of the bill.
Not amendment of the bill. We just want a complete removal of the bill. For one, it did not pass the proper channel. And we women of Kenya...
But he's on the record saying he tabled in the committee approved the bill, and now that's why...
The CIC says they never saw that bill, so it did not pass through their hands. And for sure, I can tell you that. And then we have the Attorney General. It never passed there, because if it passed there, he knew it was his responsibility to do these things a long time ago. So actually, I even think the Attorney General is the one fueling the fire. Because he is the one who failed in his duties. He is the person who is supposed to advise the government on what to do and what not to do. So I think he's the man here who is adding this more fire and failing women of Kenya. So he should take a step right now. It's never too late. Just take the bill, do what is necessary, and advise all the necessary quotas so that these things can be implemented without breaching our constitution.
In the event that whatever women are calling for happens, and we have more women than, or the scenario is reversed, would you say that men are being sidelined or men are being overlooked by women?
Actually, that is a question. I wanted even Chepkonga to ask himself. In case this country, one day, one time, becomes like Rwanda, where you have 64% being women, will he come one day and talk to us to understand men? So that's why I'm saying we should live like brothers and sisters. Yeah? If I bring my issue, don't see me as a woman. See me as a Kenyan who want development. And if we go that way, we will never go wrong. And when women are there, let me tell you for sure, women are not passion. The stomach of a woman can come up a bad person. She can give birth to a pastor. She can give birth to a teacher. But all of them are her children. And she will always treat them equally. So in this case, even in leadership, I can tell you for sure, women will never discriminate men. They will treat them as equals and give them the respect they deserve, but show their good and proper management.
So women, what you're fighting for is not necessarily to have the numbers, but to have the right people in office.
What we are fighting for? One, the numbers are there. We are fighting for the numbers. We are also fighting for the right people to be in office. Not just to take women there who will go and keep quiet, to take the right women. So number is a must. For one, we are fighting for numbers. We must get our share rightfully. And also, we must get the right person. We don't want to have leaders or the chairman of these committees appointing their girlfriends, relatives, cousins, aunts. We don't want that. We want everything to be done properly so that our country can carry forward. Yes.
I am a bit thrown aback by whatever women are pushing for. And the reason as to why is because as much as we would want to attain the numbers we need, we also want to have professionalism in the numbers. Can the two be attained at the same time? And if yes, is elections the best way to do that, or nominations?
For sure, I would first tell you that nowadays women are educated. We have learned women holding degrees, masters, professionals in every field. So it's only that men don't want to accept that. And I can tell you for sure. Second, women are not refusing to vie. But let there be proper channels and proper ways to support them. Because this is Africa, we still have that mentality. Yes.
Now, talking about gender, there are issues that we cannot run away from when it comes to men and women. Just last week, the High Court said that the Gay Association should be registered as an organization, as an NGO. Do you think this was a right judgment, according to you?
Sincerely, you don't even need to ask. That was not right. That was not proper. This is Africa. It is not other states where those things are allowed. It is Africa. We fear God. We fear the living God. Even traditional gods do not allow, leave alone the living God, traditional gods. They don't allow those habits. So that was very wrong. And it is not for us. And it is misplaced. Yes.
As women who are advocating for gender parity, for equal rights, what are you doing to reverse this trend? Because now the court has ordered that they must be registered. In your capacity as a women leader, what are you doing to make sure that this is not tenable or this is not going to happen in Kenya?
For sure, I can tell you we are going to appeal. That is one step. Another thing, we will use all other means to make our voice heard. Because if now we promote this gender rule, who will marry women? And women are more in Kenya. You cannot tell men to marry men when we have like thousands and thousands of women there out there. They're even outnumbered. Also, we should stick to our culture and we should stick to our religion. So our African culture does not allow that. We are going to teach people in all places. We will have so many forums as women leaders. We are planning to have so many forums to educate our people and show them that this culture is not within our country, Kenya, within our religion, and within our faith.
In as far as educating people who are advocating for gays and lesbians, what is the way forward?
The way, for one, we know that they are there. But we will not stop telling them, this is Kenya, this is Africa. Most of us are Christian, and most of us are Muslims. And in all these religions, it is not allowed. So this foreign culture will not be welcomed into our land. So we'll just remind them where they have come from. It seems it's like they have forgotten where they have come from. So we as women of Kenya, we are ready to remind them where they have come from, to show them their right place and what they are supposed to do. Yes.
Okay, Tabitha Mitero, NARC Kenya Women Leader, thank you so much for giving us your time. And thank you, viewer, for keeping that. This has been Insight coming to you on GBS TV. I have been your host, John Maora. Good night.